My name is Dylan, and this is the first episode of the Dietary Ddn Nutrition Podcast. I've done this today to explain the importance of a balanced diet and how important this really is to supplement an athlete like you. This will range from how it will be made balanced, what is recommended for you, and how the foods you eat are used and digested. How much food you eat on a day-to-day basis can depend on multiple factors: your energy expenditure, your height, your weight, and gender. These guidelines are based on 3 micronutrients, which are carbohydrates, protein, and fats. Micronutrients are needed in large amounts in diet and provides all energy for the body. They are all needed in proportion. All are used to build structures and repair. In terms of carbohydrates, because they provide energy, a lot of the requirements are based on how active you are. It tends to be the more active you are the more grams of carbohydrates you need in your system. For example, an endurance athlete would require 8 to 10 grams of carbohydrates per kilogram of body weight, compared to a sedentary person who only is required 4 to 5 grams per kilogram of body weight. In terms of protein, the recommended daily intake is 15% of your total calories. This averages around 85 grams for males and 62 grams for females. Some people, this isn't suited, so they use the recommendation of 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. In terms of fat, the recommended intake for adults is between 20 and 35% of the total calories. This may be affected by the calories that you have burnt or what your fitness goals are. It is good to start what is recommended for you. For example, the Eat Well plate is something that can be used on reflection on the food that you eat and is brilliant for athletes like you. The UK government created this simple guide which reflects the main foods and that will produce a balanced diet. It indicates the fraction of the group and how much you should eat in proportion to the others. It basically encourages you to eat healthily and have a well-balanced diet, like you should. I am now going to break them down individually. Firstly, there are carbohydrates. Within carbohydrates there are 3 different types: monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. Monosaccharides have a single molecule. An example of this is fructose. This is found in fruit. Disaccharides consist of 2 monosaccharides molecules. An example of this is sucrose, which is table sugar. Polysaccharides are made of more than 10 molecules. This could include something like whole grain pasta. Both monosaccharides and disaccharides are examples of simple carbohydrates. These are typically easily absorbed into the bloodstream because of their structure. When the foods are whole, they slow down the digestion process. However, polysaccharide structure is more complex. This means the digestive system takes longer to process. This is important for athletes like yours diets because as fast digestion causes hunger to return quicker. This may lead to picking your carbs differently based on the chosen outcome. There are 4 calories in each gram of carbohydrate. This is equal to protein and less than fats. This is important if you want to gain weight or lose weight, as you have to be in a calorie surplus gaining weight or a calorie deficit if you want to lose weight. Carbohydrates are at the core of our diets all around the world. This is what keeps us going. For example, foods like rice, wheat, corn, and potato. These groups of foods in sport can help brain function and will in turn increase alertness and will have better decision making, which will have greater good for your team. It also improves liver function. This stores energy, which will give you that well-needed boost. Finally, These foods help with muscular contraction. This aids with power short term. Fibre is also another type of carbohydrate. It's an essential part of the diet and is found in plant-based foods. The main benefit is it raises cholesterol, which prevents problems with the heart. The next component of macronutrients is protein. This is responsible for many roles, the core roles being to increase strength and repair muscle fibers and maintaining the cells in the body. This is crucial for an athlete like you, as you don't want to be going into the next session fatigued, as this could be an actual outcome of a game or even just reduce training time and intensity. It is crucial for progress physically, as exercise is important. Without the right foods, like proteins, progress will be minimized. There are 4 calories in each gram of protein. This is equal to carbohydrates and less than fats. These calories are good for losing weight because it goes through your system quickly, and gaining muscle mass because it rebuilds muscle. Within the section of proteins, there are things called amino acids. Simply put, they are just building blocks of protein. These have great benefits, from aiding to lose fat to gaining muscle. Overall, the body requires 20 different amino acids, which 8 are essential. These 8 ones can only be obtained through food. The remainder 12 are produced by our body. Of the 8 amino acids, their protein resources are mostly animals. They are generally a better source of protein as they are essential amino acids. These foods, you are recommended 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. However, if you exceed this amount, it may be harmful for your liver or kidneys, which can be detrimental for your sporting ability. Overall, as well as the main purpose of recovering in sport, it is also maintaining or putting on mass. Often, if sport athletes lose weight, they often perform worse or feel fatigued and lethargic. The next micronutrient is fat. This is essential to give your body energy and support cell growth. This is also to help protect your organs and help keep you warm. Fats helps your body absorb some nutrients and produce some important hormones too. Athletes, fats can be positive and negative. It slightly leans towards the negative side, as a greater percentage of muscle and a smaller percentage of fat is seen as an advantage in modern day sport. In sport, it is also seen as a non-functional weight. This may overall affect the efficiency of movement in a negative way and result in more unneeded energy expenditure. This unfunctional weight creates tissue. Some people can look at it upon another point of view, and it is said that sometimes fats can be used in a positive way. It could be used in in contact sports to have more momentum going forward, more weight to create more effect on the opposition person. However, muscle mass would still be more effective. Just like the other micronutrients, they are split into sections. Unsaturated fats is one of the sections. This is seen as the positive fats. They are generally found in a liquid form at room temperature. They are found in fish, plants, products such as corn, nuts, and soybeans. However, there is the majority of fats which are saturated. These are seen as very bad for you, as they are generally found as a solid form in room temperature, and they are readily found in animal products such as milk, cheese, meats, cream, and butter. Cholesterol content in these is quite high and can cause unhealthy amount of present in the body and can have negative effects. Fats are also structured in a chemical way. The link on the chain to create a tail makes it easier to break down by the body, whereas saturates are harder to break down as all the bonds are tight and compact. This also makes it has a higher melting point to make it harder to break down. Other three micronutrients. Now we move on to the vitamins and minerals. The difference between vitamins and minerals are four different main things. Firstly, the chemical composition, which in vitamins is very complicated, whereas minerals are very simple. Then there is the way they are sourced. Vitamins are obtained through plants and animals, whereas minerals are found in soil. Vitamins are easily destroyed by room temperature compared to minerals that aren't. Finally, the final difference is the nutritional requirement of each. All vitamins are needed, whereas not all minerals are needed, but are a good supplement for a healthy diet. Like the others, vitamins are split into groups: essential and non-essential. Essential can be obtained through diet, however, non-essential can be through other ways other than diets. Another way they are classified is through fat-soluble and water-soluble. Water means that they don't get stored in the body as much. Fat-soluble means they are absorbed along the way with the fats going through. Now going to narrow it down even more to specialise in just three vitamins: A, C and D. A is known as retinol or beta-carotene. This helps better your good vision and also supports the immune system. It is obtained through a range of food sources, including leafy green vegetables, oranges, and yellow fruits and veg. Some other options can include liver, salmon, and whole milk. This impacts you upon your sport, as if you miss any training or game, it will affect you improving as a player and set you behind from others. The next vitamin is C, which is also known as arotopic acid, which is necessary for growth and repair of tissues. It is in all parts of the body and is sourced for less of a range of foods, but is foods like citrus fruits, blueberries, broccoli and tomatoes. This means you can train and play at a higher intensity for a longer period of time, and also recovery time will be much quicker. Finally, there is vitamin D, formerly known as caryophyllus, which helps build strong bones and prevent some serious long-term health problems. These are obtained by a larger percentage of meat sources like salmon, tuna, mackerel, plus breakfast cereals. With a stronger bones in a contact sport like yours, your body will be more resistant and more resilient than ever. Vitamins and minerals. Of all the minerals, I have picked three that will condition you to be the top of your game. I have picked iron, which helps deliver oxygen and also reduces the rate of fatigue. This is sourced from foods like raisins, lentils and beef. This helps especially aerobically as the game is getting later on and you are getting fatigued, and this is less likely to happen and be less occurrent. Second pick is magnesium, which helps the muscle function and speeds up recovery. This is obtained from foods like pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate and spinach. This will help you with your ability in terms of power, as the muscles will be able to perform to a higher standard for a longer period. Third and final pick is calcium. Calcium helps with bone health and muscle activation. This is sourced from sunlight, yogurt and almonds. Just like vitamin T, this with your sport will help you with contact and resisting it, because your bones will be stronger and be more resistant. Last and final topic of today that we will be covering is the digestive system. The system is massive. In fact, the average digestive tract is roughly the length of a double-decker bus. This is responsible for the 6 processes the body goes through. It includes ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and extraction. These processes basically mean how we eat it, chew it, digest it, absorb it, get the vital nutrients, and get the solid wastes out. The digestive system starts at the gastrointestinal tract. This transports the food. This moves into the liver, gallbladder, and the pancreas. This trio breaks down the food. Then there is the body's enzymes and the hormones, nerves, and the blood. This also breaks down the food, but also delivers the final product. Then there is the ministry. This supports the digestive organs. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Come again next week.